Hi everybody, this is Sarah from Serenity. Long time no talk to. In today's video, we're going to talk a bit about Libra's astrology for July. And I will also be doing an intuitive card reading just for you. I'll be using the Animal Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Rayleigh Valentine. I actually did a review of this deck and will post a link to it if you want to know more about the deck. And be sure to watch to the end, because I'll also be pulling an Ascended Master card too to give you some extra guidance for July. So first off, I want to apologize for not doing monthly readings for you. With everything going on right now, I really haven't been in the best place. And also, I think you can agree, you've been kind of put through the ringer the last few months yourself. So things have been in flux for you. When I've done readings, personal readings for Libras, it has been interesting because it's been really fast changing, even though it seems like you're kind of caught in a loop though. Things have been pretty bleak, but I do have some good news for you this month, Libra. Things are about to shift for you. So this reading is for Libra natives, sun, moon, and rising. But with that being said, there are thousands and thousands of Libras out there, and each is facing different life lessons and challenges. And because of that, this will probably not resonate with everyone. And if it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by. And I do hope you find what you're looking for, okay? All right, Libra, let's dive into this. I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrology for you as I shuffle the cards. First and foremost for you in July is your health. Your health is going to improve. You will feel stronger and much more capable in July. And that in itself will turn things around for you. But there's some other things happening too. One word of caution though, don't push yourself too hard or overbook yourself in July because you are feeling better. Allow time to de-stress and don't think you have to conquer the world all in a week, okay? Also, the time for self-medicating is coming to an end, Libra. It's time to find a healthy outlet for your worry in relation to your stress level. A lot of your stress is based on, of course, the pandemic, the worry for your friends and family, and finances. And that's pretty much all of us. So, no judgment there. That's pretty much everyone. But I have some good news related to that. Because of the position of Jupiter and the lunar eclipse on July the 4th or the 5th, depending on where you are in the world, you can expect an increase in your wealth sector. Yeah, which is amazing. I did a video on last month's new moon, which also covered that eclipse, which is related to this eclipse. So if you want more information, check it out. I'll link it up here too. So what can you expect? Well, there will be a new career or possibly several new career offers popping up kind of out of nowhere for you in July. And chances are good you're going to take one of them. The eclipse also indicates that you're likely to be in a place to change careers and possibly even move house. So are you moving house because of the career, or are you moving house and it starts the career? It's kind of unclear at this point. It all falls into line, so it's okay. The eclipse will hit you, as I said, in the career sector, and it will be the lifeline that you've been asking for. You're in a job now that you feel really guilty about disliking because so many people don't have jobs anymore. So you feel guilty complaining about it and bitching about it. But in reality, it's not the right fit. It's not the best job for you. It's making you unhappy and you know you need to find something else. Well, now somebody's going to come along and offer you a new job. One thing is though, if you can wait at all until after the 18th of June to begin the new job or training for the job, it would be best. And also know that once the money comes flowing in, because it's going to, you're probably going to be tempted to purchase a big luxury item. So just wait a few months on that, okay? And also say no to any risky investments in July, whether that's buying lottery tickets or whether that's investing in the stock market or somebody knows a sure thing. It's not the time. Okay. So I know that was a lot, wasn't it? I'm going to draw the cards now. So basically, I'm going to be asking the cards 4 questions for you. What you're bringing forward to July, what will be your biggest obstacle, how people around you will be affecting you, and the most likely outcome if you stay on the path you're on now. And then I will draw the Ascended Master card. The Animal Tarot deck is a big deck, as you can see, 70 plus cards in this deck. So what does it mean that they're all the same suit? Well, this is Spirit sending you a very strong message to pay attention. There's a big change coming. So let's break this down. What does winter mean in the tarot world? It's a time of turning inward, of concentrating on personal healing more than, say, building or creating externally. And I feel actually you've been in this type of flow most of 2020. And it's not bad, it's just not what you're used to. Libras are generally very attractive and very good natured, they're charming, they're witty, and people flock to you. And things just kind of happen, but not this year. Things have just kind of been out of whack. And I think partly that's because this is a time to turn inward and to really work on healing some of the deep issues that you're carrying. Things are changing though. And we see the first card is the Ace of Winter, the panda. And this card is really cute. Yeah, everybody loves pandas. And it's about bringing your desire for change and success into July. You're ready for this change. And now you're at a point where it could happen. The last few months, okay, all of 2020 have been a rocky start, but that doesn't mean you can't finish 2020 on a note of success. There is still time to turn it around and make this one of the best years of your life. And I know you're going, that sounds incredible. Probably not going to happen. How is this even possible? But see, we're going to talk about that too. This card could also signify overcoming adversity and seeing the truth of a matter. We know from astrology you've been dealing also with a foreign person who's been saying one thing and doing something else. They've been misleading you and they've been causing you a lot of pain and anguish. I believe in July you'll finally see them for what they truly are and be done, probably also connected with you changing jobs too. So, okay, what will be your biggest obstacle? And this is the 9 of Winter, the Sea Lion. This card is about letting go of fear and worry, the need to stop focusing on the negative and understanding most of your fears are actually unfounded and completely not going to happen. And it can be quite challenging to stop focusing on the negative because our brain tells us that's how we prepare, that's how we stay safe, is we just have to think about all the bad things that could happen and then try our best to make sure they don't happen. But when they're unfounded, when the worry is catastrophic thinking, then it doesn't do that. It doesn't prepare us for a situation. The only thing it does is rob us of our current peace of mind, and it stops us from enjoying the moment that we're currently in. Don't get me wrong, you should always have a plan and of course do your best, and that will vary from day to day, but you also should be aware that your thoughts are energy and you may be attracting the very thing that you fear. And like I say, it's really a hard cycle to break, but I work with clients all the time with easing negative thinking, and it can be done. And you can reprogram the brain to stop being overcome with fear and worry. One way of doing this is journaling what you're actually fearful about, putting it on paper and looking at it, and then looking at it objectively. Is this really an option? Is this really something that's likely to happen? And then when fear pops up, we also can cancel it out by stating a positive affirmation. So anyway, if you want to know more about that, let me know. I have affirmations on this channel too that you might want to give a listen to. Okay, so that's your biggest obstacle, is basically getting the worry under control. And a lot of that is coming from the stress at work, stress at home, stress over the pandemic, and all of that is normal and natural. I mean, that's completely natural. But if that's your worst obstacle, while that is enough, don't get me wrong, that's not as bad as it's been. So that right there is a good shift. Okay, how will people around you actually affect you? And this is one of those weird kind of questions. I did this in the other reading, the Pisces reading, and I know some people ask me, why did you do that? Because this actually matters. This matters a lot now at this time. What the people around us are doing and how they're reacting affects the energy around us and our own energy. And for you and for Pisces too, it's been really difficult to move forward when you've had people that were focused on less than helpful solutions. So this card is the Queen of Winter, the Leopard. And this card is about being ready. Now is the time to rely on what you've learned and not base your reactions on worry, but on facts. Yeah, so that's pretty good. But because of this, there will be more disharmony at home and with the family. You can expect to be at odds with elders as they can't seem to understand anything you're doing. And they feel compelled to tell you how wrong you are and how they would do it and that you're making a mistake constantly, constantly, constantly. And you've probably been getting this already. Well, that's going to continue. Children will also not be able to focus and will be more likely to throw tantrums and be more likely to be misbehaving in the Libra household in July. This is going to require you staying calm to keep family harmony. Now, just because an elder doesn't understand what you're doing, perhaps, leaving a job that you've been at for years for a new job, they may see this as a problem. While you know that this is actually the lifeline, as like I said before, that you've been asking for. You have to do what's right for you. That is kind of the downside of what's going to be going on in July. But if you know about it, because in the end, it doesn't really matter. You need to do what's best for you and your family. What is the most likely outcome if you stay on the path you're on now? And actually, the whole reason that we do card readings and we do astrology is to get an idea of what to expect so that we can make changes, so that we can make the most of the good, but we can also do what we can to blunt the maybe not so good. Right? This card is the Two of Winter, the Dachshund. So this card is about overanalyzing and taking too long to make a decision. Could this be you? If you continue on the way you've been, you may feel pretty much like you're stuck in a rut. And you may feel lately pretty indecisive because you really don't know what to do. And that too is completely normal. The pandemic didn't come with a timeline. It didn't come with any kind of parameters of the kids will only be out of school for so many days or months, and then we'll be able to go back to normal. It didn't come with a guarantee that anything would even come back to normal. So everything that you've been thinking and feeling, like I said before, is completely normal. But you can't let it rob you of these opportunities that are about to come your way. Knowing that it's likely that you're going to be offered a new job soon and that your health is going to be improving, you can really let go of some of the worry, right? If you feel like you're at a standstill in your life now, then allow yourself the time you need in July to do the inner healing so that you can move forward. Turn inwards as the winter lesson, basically, and decide what is truly important to you. What is the most important thing that you need to be focusing on? And focus on that, and then let the rest go. Procrastination and choosing the right path has been getting really difficult for you, and it has pretty much stopped you from moving forward. Well, July could be the month that all this changes. Okay, now to recap, it looks like in July you're going to be feeling better, feeling stronger, and be more optimistic. You have the possibility of a career change and maybe even several new job offers coming out of the blue. You're also seeing that your stress levels are decreasing, even though the people at home are still kind of stuck in that energy of fear and worry. You're rising above that now because you see that there are options and that the universe is not conspiring against you. The universe is working with you. So things will dramatically shift for you in July of 2020. Okay, Libra, one more card. Let's draw the Ascended Master card for you for 2020. Oh, nice. Lord Krishna. Okay, this card is about finding your blessings in your current situation. This is pretty much apropos as well, isn't it? Okay, so every situation offers us the possibility to grow and learn. And when we curse the situation, we end up shutting down those lessons. And then what happens? We usually end up repeating them until we grasp them. So I think this is a big turning point for you. Not just in the pandemic and not just in July of 2020, but I think you're coming on a turning point in life, actually. And that's what 2020 is about. It's about us making huge leaps and transformations to a new type of life, a new type of being where we look at life differently. So even now in your current situation, you have supportive and healing energy flowing to you. And when you step back, you know this, you do. This card only shows up when there's a blessing that's yet to be seen or unrecognized though. So either something is about to shift or you're about to see the blessing. So while things have been rocky, you still have many blessings. And I know as Libras, you want things to be fair and you're always trying to help others find justice. And you may even be feeling guilty right now that you still have a job, that you still have a house to live in. And you may be wanting to do something to help others, but you just really don't know what to do and you don't have the energy or the money to do it. And guess what? That's okay. Like the winter suit is trying to tell us, it's time for you to do the inner work. You dislike arguments as much as you do injustice, and because of that, you've been turning the other cheek and letting other people run over you at work and at home. Part of this lesson is learning how to stand in your power and stand up for yourself without coming from a place of anger, which is also easier said than done too. So instead of worrying, pray, meditate, use personal affirmations, and why not look up Krishna and learn about him. Krishna is the 8th incarnation of Vishnu, which is one of the 3 Hindu gods that oversee and protect the earth and its inhabitants. So if you're feeling stressed this month, or maybe even fearful over the world situation, why not learn more about Lord Krishna? So okay, overall, it is a pivotal month for you. Things are going to shift. No, it's not going to be perfect, but overall, the big things are happening. You're going to get that new career offer. You're going to get that job offer. Things are opening up. Regardless of the job, we're going to see more money coming in too. So that's going to free up a lot of the worry and give you the ability to kind of step back and see the bigger picture. Do you need to change your home life? Do you need to move to another place? Do you definitely need to change your job? Some of these things are coming up now with options instead of it just being something that maybe that you knew but really didn't seem like you had an option. Now you do. So look for the blessings in everything and stay the course because you've got this. The worst is over. We're on the easier part of the transformation now. It's not over, but like I say, we're past halfway. And don't be afraid, Libra, to dream. Dream about what your ideal career, your ideal job would be, and then go for it. Things have a way of working out for you. Don't forget that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little mini reading. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and be sure and share it with other Libras. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.